Good morning, everybody. We're going to do a little follow-up video here to one I put out a week or so ago about the autopilot stuff. I found, well, not found, but actually got a little more in-depth and got into what they call ATT mode that is really makes this thing fun to fly. So we are in TFFG. We're gonna fly over to TFFJ and see what happens. Sounds like we got some thunder and a little bit of rain and stuff going on out here. We're in Bristow colors here today. We're gonna throw in some pilot ATC and see if it's going to coordinate up well. So let's get on with it. Jump in my seat here and get everything adjusted. I kind of like to sit just a touch higher, so when I reach out and grab that cyclic, it's right where my real one sits. So we'll just go ahead and get fired up real quick here. We're not going to waste time on a cold and dark start. Let's see. We should have full fuel. Let me double check that. I did top it off before I loaded things up. I want to be sure because I always jump in. It's half fuel. I always got a fuel in there. And all right, so we're good on fuel. All right. We'll enter a little flight plan into the Garmin and get that coordinated with everything, and we'll just have a little quick flight over. Shouldn't take too long. I just want to show off the ATT mode. Once again, I use the Puma ProFlight controls. I use the cyclic and collective. I've terminated the rudder pedals and added my Brunner force feedback. I did watch a video and I did find out, well, here's the rotor brake, but I don't think it works. Maybe I have to have power on. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's clickable, but I didn't realize it was down there. Maybe they'll get modeled here one of these days. So let's go ahead and get fired up. We'll go ahead and click ready for takeoff. I did get the searchlight assigned, and it is movable up and down, and it's really powerful at night. We'll close this. This is getting fired up now. I've got pilot ATC working, and what can be done, I did find, if you notice up here, we're in COM2 mode. So COM2 is going to drive this GPS on this side. So what we can do is come up here, open up the freaks, and we are TFFG. We're going to go tower 1187. So if we look down here, you see what our comms are set at. So we're going to go tower. And then we'll swap it. 1187. So we're on that frequency. We'll see if we can get some interaction with it. There is no flight plan filed whatsoever in Pilot ATC, so this is just, kind of winging it off what they've got. I kind of like to run VFR like that, and we'll see if we can get some comms with them. We'll do a quick flight plan here.
783 Mike, Mike there.
Go ahead.
783 Mike, Mike, traffic is on a 3 mile final. And Foxtrot, cross 25 left, hold short 25 right.
Okay, cross the left, hold short of 25 right, 783 Mike, Mike.
We'll fly over TNCM just to add a little waypoint in there.
American 2102, turn right at Hotel 6, taxi
There's
via
our-
Hotel to Papa, cross 25 right, then ground point 75, take
We're
care.
playing there.
Hotel Papa, cross 25 right, ground point 75.
So over here we're in north up. This is track up. On the left side we let's see here, let's go map menu, and here's what I've got working on this side. Got all the radar and topos, and what I did is come down over here where you can change the boxes. Let's see if I can change highlight. Yep. Okay.
783 Mike, Mike at Foxtrot, cross range.
So down along the bottom I can go
Okay, we'll cross
weather real
25
quick.
left and line up and wait on 25 right, 783
I go
Mike.
terrain real quick, and then over here procedures and getting to the flight plan quicker. So we're rolling off of COM 2 on this, which drives this side. COM 1 will drive the left side. So let's get a squawk in. We're going to 1200. Go ahead and bring it on. And we'll see if we can get some interaction here. All right, so we're ready to take off. Landing lights off, and I'll demonstrate a little more in depth on this autopilot.
Right here, taxi via Hotel, hold short range 25 right at Papa.
Okay, Hotel, hold short 25 right on Papa.
Let's see, what was my Bristow 101, I think. My call sign. Can't remember. Let's see if I can find out real quick. I'm gonna get my glasses on and look at the monitor real quick. I thought I put an easy one in there, but it did a little something different. Bear with me. Okay.
783 Mike, Mike, RNAV Docker, wind 24013, running 25 right at Foxtrot, clear for takeoff.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I am Bristow 101.
RNAV to Docker 783 Mike, Mike.
We're not even going to check ATIS. I don't even think they have one. I'll make sure my... There we go. All right. Tower, request taxi to the runway, Bristow 101. Come on, interact with us. 1187, yeah. Ready for departure, Bristow 101. Ready for departure, Bristow 101. Oh.
Tower Southwest 2726, visual 25 left.
Southwest 2726, tower flying 737, 7 miles ahead, running 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 25 left, Southwest 2726.
Tower, request taxi to the runway, Bristow 101. No, not keying up. It's keying up. Radio check, Bristow 101. Okay, check the mouse focus there. All right. Request taxi to the runway, Bristow 101. Yeah, camera shy, isn't it? Ready for departure, Bristow 101.
North Shuttle 1, Whiskey Alpha Heavy at Papa, cross 25 right, then ground point 75.
Okay, yeah, 5 point close, and right, and then ground point 75.
It's worked before. Find the right phrase here. Wonder if I went over to 1187 over here, if that would help. Try that. Request taxi to the runway, Bristow 101. Ready for departure, Bristow 101.
Aircraft calling tower, say again with your call sign.
There we go. Request taxi to the active runway, Bristow 101.
783 Mike Mike, contact departure, take care.
Okay, thank you, 783 Mike.
Got some radio problems this morning. Come on. Ready for departure, Bristow 101. Oh, it should be 101. Request taxi to the runway, Bristow 101.
Aircraft calling tower, say again with your call sign.
Request taxi to the runway, Bristow 101.
Bristow 101, taxi to general aviation parking.
Don't want that. Request taxi to the active runway, Bristow 101.
American 1375, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 25 left, American.
Request taxi to the active runway, Bristow 101.
Aircraft calling tower, say again with your call sign.
Request departure, Bristow 101.
101, departure on runway 10 is approved. Let us know when you are ready for taxi.
Ready for taxi, Bristow 101.
Bristow 101, backtrack runway 12, winds are 074 at 10 knots, altimeter 29907, cleared for takeoff, runway 12.
Okay. Backtrack to runway 12, then cleared for takeoff, Bristow 101. Alright.
The 309, taxi hotel, Papa, cross 25 right, then ground point 75.
Hotel.
Lift pedal, we're going to lift, fly manual. Is it, dude? Haha. So we got to backtrack to the runway. So since we're a helicopter, we'll just
America's 1464 with you, 25 left inside Honda.
shortcut it over there.
Tower, you're following an Airbus 321, 4.5 miles ahead, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Land 25 left, America's 1464.
Yeah, I'm still working on, how to get pilot to ATC interact with it, with a non-flight plan in there. And sometimes it's well, it's just a matter of getting it figured out. It's pretty cool how that can work.
Southwest 2726, turn right at Hotel 7 if able.
Because I like to just, you know,
We're grabbing this high speed here.
be able to jump in and go take a little ride. You know, I don't want to file a flight plan and go through all the procedures, you know, which. But I'm telling you, if you're considering this helicopter, it's worth it. I'd give $50 for this thing easy. I'd give even more. You know, I'd give 90 plus for the flight factor stuff in X-Plane, and this thing here, it's all here. I'll show you in a minute.
Hotel to Papa, cross 25 right, then ground 0.75. Take care.
All right, so once again, I'll get up here.
25 right, then the ground. Good day. Southwest 2726.
We got clearance for the runway here, and what I'll do is go to hover mode. We'll do it right here. All right, so that's hover mode, and so we're drifting a little bit nose forward there with the beep trim. And I've demoed this on another video. Seemed to, you know, quite a few views on it there, so evidently people are interested in this. And we'll lift just a little bit. Okay.
Got 2972 Atara, taxi full lane.
2972 full lane.
Spin her around. This is all beep trim here. All I'm doing is using my hat button.
American 1454 Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, American 1454.
Just taking my time.
Next 1335, pop across 25 right, going to ground 0.75.
0.75 after we cross 25 right of Papa, American 1375.
Alright, stable. Trim it to the left.
Dallas 2972, runway 25 right, line up and wait.
25 right, line up and wait, guys.
Back to the right. Okay, so now we can go back to manual mode. There we go. We'll do a roll, takeoff roll.
Wind 6.
Wind 23013.
Pedal dance here. The way that wind's blowing, it's right pedal today. And this thing doesn't like to climb too awful sharp, so keep her around 200 or 300 feet per minute in the climb to maintain that speed. So we're going to come down here and go to our GPS or FMS. They call this GPS mode technically, but so now we'll circle back left.
Guys, 2972, RNAV Docker, over 25 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Docker, 25 right, clear for takeoff, guys. No, 2972.
Put a little more power here. Alright, so now I'm going to get level flight. Get all squared up, and I'm going to go to ATT mode. There it is. Alright, so now I can go hands-free. Do a little bit of trimming on the tail rotor here. Get that lined up. Alright, so basically what the thing's going to do is hold the attitude and pitch where you set that. So if you can see, I'm nosing down, so I'm going to trim up just a little bit.
6046 from with 25 right, line of point.
We'll get a little higher.
25 right, compass 6046.
Trim left. So the cyclic stays in the same position. I'm flying with trim only. And so I can
American 1454, hold short, run with
press the pedals with my feet and keep things lined up, and then when I get straight level flight, I can trim out the tail rotor and go hands-free on flight, and it will maintain the attitude and pitch and just do slight beep trim adjustments. It's really, really awesome. So this thing's got several modes, and mind you, I am not on heading or altitude hold. This is all flying off the cyclic with the trim. All right, that's enough altitude. We'll trim that nose down. There we go. And then what I can do is hold on to the ATT button and move the cyclic wherever I want. It's really cool. So basically I can push the button, and that gives me control back to the cyclic. So now I'm flying it with the cyclic by hand, and then I'll release the ATT button and we're back in that mode. So if I'm out of whack, I can grab the button again, set pitch, get her in here, there we go, release, and back to ATT. So then you notice we're out of trim on the pedals, so little lip pedal. If I get tired of holding it, I can trim. Now we're slightly nose down, trim up just a touch. That is really awesome. ATT mode. Let's say this thing is really high tech, and I missed this on the first video I did.
Just 2972, contact the park today.
Have a good one, 2972.
It's absolutely beautiful to fly, this thing. Okay, so that's ATT mode. Then we can come down and go into our autopilot mode here, and we'll go altitude hold, heading hold, and now we are in standard autopilot mode here. I don't know the technical names for all these, but it's like, I know they call one of them upper level. So now at this point, like I say, I've got control of the heading bug, so we can just roll. We'll circle around the runway again here, and this time we'll do this mode here. So and from here I can control all aspects of flight.
Aircraft 454 cross 25 right, cutting ground 0.75.
Cross 25 right, and 0.75 into the submarine.
And that's just me using the heading bug to fly with altitude hold on. So we'll do another circuit around the hills here, and then we'll go catch our GPS navigation line and fly over TNCM out to TFFJ. And then we'll try to work the comms as we get out there.
Compass 6046, contact the park today.
Good day, Compass 6046.
So I like to run the collective up right to the point I get to the yellow, and then punch her down. Just that's getting as fast as we can go without getting into the caution of the power. Alright, so let's go back to ATT mode. So we're going to kick off. Let's see if I'm going to try go from here,
then taxi to ICC.
Confirm left turn.
there to ATT mode straight. Alright, so then we'll use
Alpha to parking, Ocean 329. Thank you.
trim, beep trim. Go nose down, we can trim up. Then trim the other way. Nose down. Get level flight, foot on the pedal, there we go. And I can trim that anti-torque pedal if so desired. So like a longer flight where I don't want to keep pressure on the pedals, I can trim that off. That's really nice. And then it's hands-free helicopter. It won't move unless the wind moves you. I was flying around Hawaii last night and had 18 knot wind or so hitting me at about 4 o'clock, and it was moving me to the 10, 11 o'clock position in a drift. And so I had to kick quite a bit of pedal into it to keep the nose going the direction I wanted. I was trying to fly the coastline. It kept wanting to push me inland. Pretty cool. I like this ATT mode. I guess attitude. I guess that's what it's called. It's got
American 354 on Doctor 125 right, clear for takeoff.
cyclic and collective control. So it's a dual mode. It's nice. And this thing is just the best helicopter I've ever flown in flight simulation. Can't wait to see how far it goes. I do wish they would, you know, increase the engine volume a little bit, even though it is a, you know, supposed to be maybe a super quiet. But I'd also like to see them incorporate some real good blade slap, real pronounced. So when you're in torquing the main rotor, you know, you get it kind of like an X-Plane 11 with the add-ons we had for that. Really made that cool. All right, so let's come over here to the left. And we'll get on our navigation line and let it fly out to TFFJ. We'll try to use communications. Alright, so we see if we go straight to couple mode and see what happens here. And there we go, and we'll go back to our altitude hold just for safety.
Full length, 25 right, -18. Full length, runway.
So we went from blue to green needles. Our GPS has us, so we can avoid any hills. Beat that hill. I might have to come off the autopilot and come on, baby, make that turn. Yeah, let me clear this hill and we'll take care of it here. All right. Autopilot back on and go back to couple mode, and then altitude hold. That's 500 feet. climb up to about 1,000.
Tower, compass 6096, visual 25 left.
Compass 6096, Tower, wind 24013, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, compass 6096.
We'll sync up our heading bug. Hit the wrong button there and drop that back to 1,000. There we go. Now sync our heading bug. Yeah.
American 354, contact departure today.
Good night, American 354.
There we go. Now let's sync that heading bug. We're going to swap legs. Yeah, they picked it up on us. So, we're on course, looking good. Climbing up to 1,000. We maintained a really good climb speed.
Bristow 101, enjoy your morning. Frequency change approved.
Frequency changed approved. Bristow 101.
Bird 23.
Bristow 101. Frequency change approved. Report when back on frequency.
Good, heavy exit
Report when back on frequency. Bristow 101.
Hotel Niner. Hold short.
So we're going to go to TFFJ Tower 1187. To my dot there. There we go.
United 1182 RDAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, RDAV Docker, United 1182.
TFFJ Tower, Bristow 101, inbound for landing.
Bristow 101, good morning. Squawk 1200, altimeter 3000, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 12. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on left downwind for runway 12, Bristow 101.
Compass 6073, Los Angeles, Texas, any following.
Let's come up to Texas.
Now, like X-plane, I don't know if, we're talking back here to our departure airport or our arrival, and, I'm not real confused on the runways, because one's like 10 and the other's like 12, so we'll see what happens. But anyway.
Las 620, Las Hotel.
Simulate chauffeuring our
runway 25 right, county ground 0.75.
Wealthy customers from one island to another. Right here.
American 369, start taxi, call lane.
Full length, American 369.
What's going on here?
Good afternoon, Tower. Flight Jet 583, visual 25 left over Lima.
Flight Jet 583, runway 25 left, clear line.
25 left, Flight Jet 583.
What it did right there, that's not what I want.
American 369, runway 25 right, minus 08.
Runway 25 right, American 369.
Wow.
American 2744, connect to November or High Speed Hotel Niners.
Okay, I'll take November, American 2744.
American 2744, hold short, runway 25 right at Papa.
Hold short, 25 right at Papa, American 2744.
Yeah, okay.
American 369 and Doctor, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
It's going for the line, kind of like what we were supposed to be doing. I don't know what happened back there when it veered off, but we got it figured out. Maybe had a corrupted file in their system, a glitch or something. Who knows? Got to be ready for anything. So left downwind, runway. What was it? 112. So we'll give us a heading bug on runway 12. And that might be runway 10, I can't remember. Thought they said the altimeter was 3000, so we'll go and we'll roll her up. And there we go.
That's Jet 583. Make a right turn here off the runway.
So what I like about that
lay down to Alpha 7.
is you get
Okay, we'll make
the
Alpha 7, we'll make it quick for you.
radio chatter going on and the ability to communicate with tower and stuff like that, and just a standard VFR flight, no flight plan whatsoever. And there's other little airports out here on these islands. You can, if you like the
Flight Jet 583, you can make the left turn on the Alpha. Where are you gonna
lots
park?
of water scenery.
Flight 583, thanks. You can take the Alpha 5 to remain my frequency.
Of course, we have our floats on our skids, but hopefully we won't have to use those. I did see it demoed on one of the YouTube videos. Okay, so we can decouple here. We'll go back to ATT mode. Boom.
American 369, contact departure today.
American 369, so long.
Okay, and then I've got another button assigned for autopilot on-off toggle, so when we get ready to fly manually, we'll bring it. So they called for a lift downwind, so basically we need to do a 180, so let's go to manual mode here.
5 right over to ground, American 2744.
We'll do is come out here and swing a UE. We'll come over top of that cliff, that hilltop right there. And we'll report downwind. So now I can go back to ATT mode if I so desire. I do have the button set to reset the tail rotor trim, so I'll go ahead and do that now. So then I'll fly it with my feet. That's great for just going hands off. It's really nice.
Left at Alpha 7, where are you parking?
And you still get turbulence and bumps and all that, so you know, and the aircraft should stay under control. It's great for like when you need to go in and do something on the GPS and you're not keeping your eye on things. It's pretty cool.
07 extra taxi Alpha 5, just making sure remember my frequency.
Back to
Alpha 5, this frequency.
So our wind is showing the proper landing there at 13 knot. Okay, that's good enough. Disable the autopilot, takes it out of ATT mode. If you hold the ATT button down, you have to make your fly it by hand and release, and ATT comes back on. So it's kind of like manual mode, but you have to hold the button. It's pretty cool. And I modeled that wonderfully.
Cessna 474 Heavy Tower.
Be nice if they get a yaw string up here
474
somewhere.
Heavy, runway 25 left, line up and wait, traffic 8 mile final.
Line up and wait, 25 left, China 7474 Heavy.
TFFJ Tower entering left downwind, Bristow 101. Tower entering left downwind, runway 12, Bristow 101.
Bristow 101, call turning final for runway 12.
Call turning final for runway 12, Bristow 101.
System 474 Heavy, RNM Hyper, wind 25012, runway 25 left. Left takeoff.
Left takeoff 25 left, I'll left Hyper, China 7474 Heavy.
You can hear a little bit of blade slap, but it needs to be a little louder in my opinion. That would sound so cool. Tower turning final, Bristow 101.
Tower 6.
Bristow 101, winds are 104 at 11 knots, cleared to land runway 12.
Cleared to land, runway 12, Bristol 101.
6981 heavy there, wind 25012, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Walking all over each other on these radios.
691 heavy.
Bristow 101 exit runway when able. Be advised you may have landed on the wrong runway.
Yeah, well, that happened in X-plane too.
Tower American 256, 10 miles visual 25 left.
256, start on a heavy MD 11, 5 mile final, Joshua turbulence, wind 25012, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, land 256.
Drop our VIPs off right over here by the door. All right, that was a nice flight.
Got some 474 heavy, contact departure, good day.
China Southern 474 heavy, good day.
Everything's cycled down. Folks, we are here. Please remain in your seats until the rotor is stopped and we open the doors. Thank you for flying Bristow. Alright, so this thing cycles down, everything to the battery kill, and then we'll get the, there we go, the log. And we'll just continue here. Get out of my door. And we'll open up all the other doors. Jump out. Once again, look this beautiful helicopter over again. Absolutely outstanding. Well, they got some luggage in there. How about that? They need some passengers in the back that you can click on those seats and add them back there. That'd be really cool. I jumped in there the other day and tried it. Now I did see where they were able to go in there and open up the little refrigerator bar. I was trying to find where he was clicking. I do know this was open, and not sure where he clicked to get that. Well, don't get any passengers back here. All I can find, I don't know if it works in VR. There it goes. Okay. Woohoo! I don't touch the stuff, but there it is for those that do indulge. Yeah, it's just that one, I do believe. Where was that? It was right there. Okay. All right. So I'll call her good from here and get this video going, and I'm going to fly some more. Thank you for watching. Hope that helped you out. Good day.